Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm really excited to bring you this video. Now I'm going to be giving you a full analysis and breakdown of the latest Zombies trailer for Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now this has a lot of cool things that it reveals within this, and it's only a tease. A lot of people are kind of freaking out, like this is kind of like a reveal, but the world premiere is actually coming in a week, which I'll discuss that a little bit more later. But this is only 40 seconds, and all the stuff we get out of it is actually pretty amazing. But we're definitely going to get a lot more information next week, so definitely stay tuned for that. But for right now, let's jump right into it. Alright, I paused it right here to show you guys what kind of environment we're going to be playing in. Now, obviously, it's night. You got things that are on fire. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, you got something on fire, probably just the ground or something to that nature. And then, you know, it's foggy everywhere. It's definitely dark outside, like I said. And then in the top right-hand corner, you got like a red mist. Now, I'm guessing this is taking place after Moon, just because, you know, the rockets hit Earth, and obviously after those giant rockets hit Earth, and after watching the Easter egg do its thing and looking at Earth afterwards, it looked devastated, and that would definitely mess up the atmosphere to a really high degree. And if it's really like this, I mean, it kind of seems like that you can either see like the sun behind the red mist, or it's like the moon, or something like that. So maybe it's a light, but it's really dim. You can't see it because this red mist, and that's probably the depletion of the atmosphere that's happening there. So basically the theme of this map is going to be like your typical survivor sort of deal. Like in other games, you have like a zombie apocalypse sort of setting. The world is ending, zombies are attacking, and in previous Call of Duties, I mean, we just had zombies attacking. It was kind of already like a zombie apocalypse. And this kind of brings it to life a little more. You got the destruction of the Earth, you got zombies attacking, and heck, they said this is going to be a very large map. They even called it a world at one point in an interview. So this map is going to be really big, and I'll elaborate more on that later as well. Alright, now when I freeze the frame right here, I get that junkyard, scrapyard sort of feeling to this environment or this part of the map. And I'm guessing the whole map might be just like a bunch of just stuff thrown around, and, you know, just maybe like the aftermath of like the shock from the bombs that hit Earth, or the rockets, missiles that hit Earth, and just caused those huge shock waves that went across the atmosphere. This is probably what all of this is from, or this could actually be a junkyard of sorts. Now, looking at what kind of cars these are, I'm not exactly sure these are futuristic, or if they're just regular cars, or maybe they're just so torn apart we can't even tell. But I'm not exactly sure what kind of cars these are, what kind of century they're from, what kind of decade they're from. But another really interesting thing right here is to the right on the screen you see this sign that has a skull and crossbones on it, and it also has caution marks on the top and bottom of it. Personally, what I think, just by looking at this, I think there's going to be some sort of new boss, and this is just like a warning thing. Maybe this is where the boss comes from, somewhere in this area, so be warned. Now, from personal experience with like scrapyards and such, I know a lot of those kinds of places like to have dogs, or at least some sort of animal to guard their stuff, their scraps, so people don't, you know, come in there at night and steal their stuff. So this could be a sign hinting towards that. Maybe there's like a guard dog somewhere, which I kind of highly doubt, because it would probably say like, beware of the dog, beware of this, or whatever. But it has a skull and crossbones. That obviously means danger, caution, beware of this area. So I'm just guessing this is some sort of new boss. At this point in the video, there's some weird voice talking, and I've watched this video at least 30 times already, and I still cannot figure out what it says. I definitely know it's a male voice, but I'm not sure or not if it's the driver of the bus, but I would have to guess that it is. But if you guys do figure out what he says at this point in the video by watching the actual trailer, please let me know in the comments below. I'll update this video with an annotation and give you credit for it, as well as for any other information I did not cover or I missed by some chance. Then I'll definitely give you credit for that, so I can update this video with an annotation and everybody can stay informed. Can kind of see the figure of what is driving the bus. I'm not exactly sure if that's a human or if it's some weird being of sorts, but you can kind of see, if you look real closely, it's wearing some sort of hat. I'm assuming that it's either some sort of military hat, or it's just your average bus driver hat. Alright, now right here, obviously you can see this is another location, another stop, or a place that this bus will be stopping at on this map. Now this map is definitely going to be huge, I can already tell. They have a bus driving you around this map, and what I'm assuming, just because I've seen like comments on my wishlist videos saying like, you know, it'd be cool if there was a boat that drove around to like different maps or previous maps in the game, or something like that, and it would actually drop you off for a couple rounds, pick you up, and then you drive to another part, and then it would drop you off, and then you have to survive for a little bit and then get back on. and if you didn't get back on, then you would be punished somehow. Maybe like the zombies run faster or something like that. So I assume that Treyarch is also incorporating that sort of idea with this, except they're using a bus instead of a ship. And another thing, you can see a hatch on top of the bus. This could possibly be an entrance for zombies to like rip that off and like jump down in the bus and like attack the characters that are in there. And as well as on the sides of the bus, you can kind of see there are barriers on there, and there's definitely things like patching up the windows for zombies to keep them out. Oh my god, epic door wobble. Alright, now here's another great view of this area. Now you can see you got this bus building as well as that bus stop. You got a road in front of that bus. It's nothing like a dirt road right here, but this is definitely a solid road. Then you got a bunch of debris and cars just laying around to the right. You got little bits of fire. And then in the top left-hand corner, you got more red atmosphere. And then you have another building in the bottom right-hand corner. And kind of in the center of the screen, if you go up a little bit, you see a little light. Now, what I'm really interested in finding out is how the power actually gets activated and what they definitely did to change it. Because it seems like they might have did something to change it, because a little while ago, Treyarch actually updated on their Twitter, power, power, power. It's always the first priority. Or maybe they're just reiterating that to just tell us, you know, that's something we go through every map, and it's going to be even harder in this map. And maybe it's going to be a little more serious, because if this bus is taking you all around the map, you're definitely going to need power. But yeah, I'm really interested. I'm waiting for that world premiere to come out. Maybe we can find out how the power actually gets activated in this map. Now, I know I don't have the audio in this video, but if you heard the actual trailer, you would have noticed at this point in the video, the driver of the bus says, "Welcome aboard," and it's kind of like a really weird voice, just like the one we heard earlier. So I definitely know that one we heard earlier was probably also the guy in the bus, but the bus driver sounds really odd. And like I said, you can't really tell if it's human or not, so I'm assuming that it's like a robot. It kind of sounds like a robot voice. You can't really hear any differentiated like tones in his voice. It's kind of all just like all one tone, like "welcome aboard." It's just like one thing. It's really weird. It definitely sounds robotic to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about that one. Alright, I'm not going to lie, guys, this is probably one of my favorite frames in the video. You just got this blood splatter just flying everywhere. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies World Premiere this month, October 26th, which is in exactly 1 week, 2012. Obviously, we all know the year here, hopefully. But yeah, guys, exactly 1 week from today, we're going to get the actual world premiere for Zombies. How wicked is that? Alright, now one thing I'd like to point out here is this is zombie ass cheeks. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, you can tell that this zombie is wearing a hospital gown. Now, I'm assuming it's probably from some sort of insane asylum or hospital possibly, but more likely insane asylum. But if you look to the left here, you can see that there's different uniforms or clothing that these zombies are wearing. Now, I'm thinking that this right here, the specific zombie, you can kind of see it has different markings or different like patches of material on like right here, the very top, and then the very bottom. I'm thinking that this is a straitjacket suit. I'm not exactly 100% on this, but I'm just going to, you know, throw all bets down on this one because it kind of looks that way. But if not, I mean, they all could be wearing the same thing. Maybe it's just like two things that are holding the two sides of the gown together. I'm not exactly sure, but it could be a straitjacket. If it's straitjacket, obviously these guys are coming from an insane asylum. But if they're all just hospital gowns, possibly they're all just maybe patients or something that got infected. You know, the whole hospital got infected. Or maybe they were trying to treat zombies and, you know, possibly make them better, turn them back into humans or something like that, which I highly doubt. It's a long shot, but you know, I'm just trying to give you guys all the possibilities of this, alright? Now, to me, that looks like they're running fast as hell. I've never seen a zombie in Call of Duty Zombies run that fast ever before. That is ridiculously fast. And as you can see, this is right when the bus leaves. So maybe right when the bus leaves, they just run faster to catch up with it and like jump on the bus and like start tearing it apart and such. Or maybe they actually start to run faster before the bus leaves and they make all the players from that area get on the bus and that's when it leaves. Maybe the zombies running faster force you to leave that area. Maybe that's the motivation to leave. Alright, now I freeze the frame right here because you can tell this zombie is on fire, and I definitely want to point this out to you guys because I believe the Syndicate Project actually made a video saying that in Shangri-La we actually might be getting that one boss back that is where the zombie is like on fire and it explodes and such. And he referred that to the like first Zombies teaser where it had like the television and the noise it made. Well, this could actually be it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This zombie is on fire, so it could very well be that same zombie from Shangri-La, or at least a similar zombie that is definitely on fire. It's obviously on fire, but whether or not it explodes, I'm not exactly sure, but I think Syndicate might be right on this one. Alright, now I can't believe I caught this, but if you actually look on top of the bus, there are zombies jumping on top of the bus. Now, this is obviously a tunnel. This could be a bridge on top of it, but they could be jumping off of that bridge and then under it and then onto the bus. Or maybe, you know, just like swinging off of it onto the bus, or maybe climbing the walls and then jumping on the bus. There's many options, but obviously you have a zombie jumping on top of the bus. And that hatch that I mentioned to you guys earlier, they could actually throw that hatch off and then jump down from there. That would be a very vulnerable point. So when we actually do play in this zombies bus, we're definitely going to want to safeguard that area very, very well. Alright, now this is a really good frame because it actually explains a couple things. Now, definitely the zombies are going to be able to jump on the bus and start ripping boards off. You're not going to get a free ride from one place to another. You're still going to be attacked 100% of the time. And there are definitely barriers on this bus, like I mentioned earlier. You got this board being ripped off by the zombie that kind of hints at the barriers being on the bus. So pretty much while you're on land or while you're not on the bus, there's probably going to be barriers in places too. You're going to be attacked by zombies there as well. But then once you get back on the bus, you're still going to be attacked by zombies, and you're still going to have barriers. Now, something really interesting is the eyes of this zombie. They are blue. Now, if you guys actually did the Moon Easter egg and played it until the very end of it, and you accomplished it, the zombie's eyes will actually turn blue when Richtofen is in the MPD and he's in control of the zombies. So what this is hinting at is that Richtofen is still in control. Now, a lot of the characters from Black Ops and Zombies, they were seeking revenge, or at least they were starting to remember what Richtofen did to them. They started to seek revenge. They would start saying quotes that were against Richtofen, and you know, a lot of characters would actually say that in other maps as well, but it started getting more and more, and it started to increase in the map Moon. So a lot of our characters are starting to remember things. A lot of our characters are starting to hate Richtofen a lot more than they did before. So that's what I believe the Black Ops 2 storyline is going to be like, but that's definitely what the eyes are hinting at, is that Richtofen is still in control. And since Richtofen's in control, this is probably definitely taking place after Moon, so that's pretty much confirmed for you right there. Alright, that's it for the breakdown analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely put some good work into this. I reviewed this trailer or teaser a good like 30 plus times. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned that. And I definitely had to redo commentating on this video quite a few times just to make sure I got the details right and I made sure you guys understood what I'm saying. And if I didn't make it clear enough, please make sure you tell me in the comments below so I can update this video with an annotation to make it even more clear. If you guys enjoyed this video enough, please leave me a like. I would very much appreciate it, and I don't ask for likes often, so if you could like this video, it would be extremely appreciated by me. I would love if you did that for me. And by the way, guys, you know, Zombies information is going to be coming out like crazy in the next week or so. I'm going to actually try to schedule some interviews with some zombie guys and try to get them on my channel. So if you guys want some of that sort of stuff, you want more Zombies information, let me know by subscribing. Let me know by liking this video. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Thank you for watching and have a great day.